Hello, hello. It's Monday evening, and I'm checking in. I've missed a couple of nights, and I purposely missed a couple of nights because I wanted to absorb something before I actually put it together and spoke. So I kind of had some sort of poignant message in this one, and I. I last spoke on Friday night, and I'd had such a nice time in Lincoln and stuff. I think we were on the Cannon, if anyone saw it, with Steve and Anita, and we'd had a day out and done a bit of bits and bobs and stuff with the business, and it just was a wonderful weekend, all told. And the the reason I'd left this last couple of days was Anita and Steve They'd asked me if when they were coming over, they wanted to do an interview, and which was great. I mean, it was very flattering. Or somebody wanted, it's very flattering. Somebody wants to do an interview with it. I'd never had an interview, certainly on camera before. And I did one thing with the BBC with this art stuff I used to do, and I made a total. It was absolutely. I wanted to hang myself afterwards. It was awful, and so it was a bit. I was a bit worried about the. What am I going to? Anyway, we went with it and we did it, and it was brilliant. And it was about a quarter of an hour, 15 minutes or so, and Steve was on chief cameraman, and we had a lovely backdrop over the marina near where I live, and it was generally about why I'd got into SFM and what I was doing and stuff, and it's gone up on Anita and Steve's not website, on their YouTube channel, and if you wanted to have a look at it, I'll tell you where to go when I finish this. And so the upshot was, or the point I want to make really was how it's quite poignant, because I'm coming up to the point now where it's that make or break thing where I decided the route I knew the route I wanted to take before I even joined SFM. And the journey's been leading up to that so far. And I knew I wanted to do the advertising on the YouTube, and everything in my head's been there. But if anyone saw my films about around the 30, 31, 32-ish bracket, I kind of let it go that I'd had a lot of problems with my image, and what I thought about myself and what people thought of me, and it was quite difficult. And of course, all of those monsters now were looming to this point where everything hangs on whether people would engage with me or like to watch, listen, or feel comfortable watching. All of those demons were beating at me on thinking this, of all the things I could have chosen, knowing how I beat myself up about this. I thought, why did I pick this? Why don't I do something easier? But anyway, thank you to Anita and Steve, because what happened on the interview was absolutely fantastic. And it's helped me in such a way. It's almost hard to explain, but I watched the video over the weekend, and I enjoyed it. And then I watched it again, and I enjoyed it more. And I let my family watch it with me, and they enjoyed it. And I couldn't believe it, because normally when you watch yourself, even if you like yourself, you pick on faults, don't you? And see things that you don't like. And, oh, I didn't know I did that. I didn't know I did that with my mouth. And, oh, don't I sound strange? Or I don't like the way and all of these things. And I was expecting to do that, but I didn't. I actually liked what I was saying. I sounded coherent. I knew what I was talking about. And you could tell I'd had a life and learnt. And I put my hands up and said I was an idiot. I didn't do this right, and let go of my ego. And I really liked myself. I liked myself. And I've never said that. And I've been up and down all weekend. I've been buzzing. And I sent a message to Steve and Anita tonight before I sent this, just to make sure they were happy that I mentioned it. And I said, yes, go ahead, scream it scream it from the mountaintops. So this interview, and what I saw in this interview, has totally helped me make friends with myself, and knowing if I can if I can stand there for 15 minutes and come over like I thought I'd come over, I can do these little commercial things for 3 to 4 to 5 minutes, and with a bit of help of some a nice script and stuff, I don't think I need to worry. And that's my point I wanted to say tonight to anybody else. If you keep moving forward and tackle each monster, even the big ones, and this was a big one for me, a very big one. Just because I appear, friends have said before that I appear confident and I come over confident and look like and that's an image that I've put out there and learned to put out there to cover. Everybody does this. We all do this to an extent. We put on a front, don't we? And I don't. Yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling. But if you want to watch this thing, and you'll see what I'm talking about, or maybe you won't, but you can see it. It comes over nicely done. Have a look on Steve and Anita's YouTube channel, and it's Live Your Life to the Full. Live Your Life to the Full. And yes, live your life to the full. And I'm going to. Thank you. That's enough for tonight. It's great. I'm on my way. I'm going to do my videos. Take care. Bye-bye.